Hi yogis, today's practice is going to focus on opening up the chest and heart space, and we're going to begin in child's pose. So coming down onto your mat, taking your knees out wide, dropping your belly and your chest down towards the ground, maybe having a little wiggle around here, getting yourself as comfortable as possible, maybe resting your head onto a block, onto a cushion, or bringing your hands underneath your head if that feels better for you. And taking a couple of really nice deep breaths, allowing the breath to help you to arrive onto the mat, into the space and into your practice. Really feeling the breath passing from your belly, through your lungs to your chest, and exhaling to feel your body relax into the ground and into your practice. Maybe noticing how the energy feels in your chest right now. Slowly beginning to lift the head and chest, walk the hands back in, draw the knees underneath your hips and really plant down into the hands and feet into a tabletop position so you can start to draw circles around. So working into the shoulders and the hips here, drawing the belly button up and in towards your spine. And let's take it in the other direction, seeing if you can move with your breath, making that breath as nice and deep as it feels comfortable for you to do today. And now slowly beginning to find stillness. Let's move through a couple of cat-cows. Inhale, send the heart and the belly forwards, being really careful not to press the belly too hard towards the ground. Exhale, press into the ground as you roll through your spine. Inhale, lengthen the spine as you send your heart and your belly forwards. And then exhale, rolling up through the spine, pressing into the hands, knees and feet. Again, nice deep breath in. You might want to look up, opening the throat, and then exhale to press down and roll up through the spine. Now tucking the toes underneath you, take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, press the ground away from you and draw the knees up. So taking a couple of breaths here, engage in the core and slowly start to float the hips towards the sky, and let's start to move into downward facing dog. So maybe having a little pedal out through your feet here, bending one knee at a time, rocking the hips or giving the head and the neck a shake out, beginning to find some space through the back side of your body. Pressing firmly into your hands, engage your belly as you inhale and roll forwards into plank, or you can bring the knees down for supported plank. With your next inhalation, hips to the sky, and exhale, press into down dog. Again, inhale, float forwards into plank or bring the knees down for a supported plank position. And with your next inhalation, lift the hips to the sky, exhale into down dog. And let's do one more like that. Inhale, bringing the body forwards into plank or supported plank, exhale to hold. And then inhale, hips to the sky, exhale into downward facing dog. Now we're going to start to bring the left foot towards the left hand. You can either step straight forwards or drop the knees down towards the ground, whichever feels best for you. So bring the left foot outside of your left hand and start to bring yourself into this low lizard pose here. Option if you want to tuck your back toes and lift the knee. Keep the right hand on the ground and inhale the left hand to the sky. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, lift up, rotate, open the heart. Exhale it down. And one last time, inhale to lift. And then exhale, release it down. You can either step straight back into plank or bring the knees down to the ground. Moving back into downward facing dog, your choice. We're going to take that on the other side. So either stepping the right foot forwards or bringing the knees to the ground and then bringing your right foot outside of your right hand. So find that low lizard pose. Left hand stays on the ground and then inhale, lift up the right arm, exhale it down. Inhale, rotate, opening your chest, nice deep breath, exhale it down. And one more time, inhale to lift. And exhale it down. Again, you can drop your knees or step straight back into plank position and then make your way into downward facing dog. And let's take a really nice deep breath in through the nose here, maybe opening the mouth to exhale, let it go. Now, option to begin to tiptoe towards the top of the mat or drop the knees down and step forwards into a forward fold Uttanasana. So bringing yourself to a forward fold position, maybe resting the hands on the ground, on your shins or on blocks if you have them there with you. As you exhale, soften the knees, start to roll yourself up to stand. Let's come into Tadasana, our mountain pose. Now interlock your fingers and bring the hands behind the head, opening your elbows out nice and wide to open your chest. Keep your knees soft, and we're going to inhale, draw open the chest as you draw the elbows back, and then exhale, pull the belly in, round the spine. Take care not to pull on the neck as the elbows move together. Inhale, open up your chest and draw the shoulders and elbows back. Exhale, rounding through the spine. And again, inhale, open it out, really breathing up towards your heart. And then exhale, rounding through the spine. Inhale, bring yourself back to center. Bring the right hand to your hip. And now take the left arm up and exhale, take a nice long side stretch, opening the left side of the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring that left hand down onto your hip. Inhale, the right arm up. Exhale, nice long stretch over to the left to open the right side. Inhale, lift. Exhale it down. Now flip your palms to face away from you. Bend your knees. Inhale the arms to the sky as high as you can. Maybe then start to tilt the chest towards the sky. And then exhale, releasing it down. Let's take 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar, A here, sun salutation. Inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale, hinge at your hips for a forward fold, belly onto your thighs. Inhale, half lift, fingertips to the ground or resting on your shins for support. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank or supported plank position. On or off your knees, chaturanga, bringing your chest down to the ground. Slide the heart forwards, hands in line with the ribs for cobra, baby cobra or upward facing dog. And then making your way into downward facing dog. Extending the hips to the sky, reaching the heels to the ground and keeping the knees soft. We're going to move back to the top of the mat so you can drop your knees and step forwards or tiptoe the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale for a half lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale to release and roll yourself up to stand. Inhale the arms overhead, exhale hands to the heart, and let's take that again. Inhale, scooping the arms to the sky. Exhale to hinge at the hips and forward fold. Inhale, half lift and lengthen your spine, fingers to the ground or your shins for support. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank or supported plank with the knees down. Chaturanga, on or off your knees. Inhale, sliding forwards, cobra, baby cobra or upward facing dog, and then making your way into downward facing dog. Really extending those hips up, reaching the heels to the ground. As you exhale, we'll make our way back to the top of the mat, however you feel comfortable to do so, staying in your forward fold, Uttanasana, for a couple of breaths. So really feeling the space there in the hamstrings, just allowing your body to hang forwards. Now, as you exhale, step back on your left leg and find a lunge position. So right knee over the right ankle. If you feel wobbly, you can drop your left knee down and release the foot to the ground, finding Anjaneyasana. So finding your lunge position, whichever works best for you today, reaching the fingertips to the sky. Slowly bring the hands, the forearms and the elbows to press together. Inhale, we're going to open the arms out and then exhale, squeeze them back in. Inhale, draw the arms and the elbows out, open the chest. Exhale, squeeze it in. One more time. Inhale, draw it open. And then exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, take the arms back up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the left hand down next to your right foot. Inhale, sweep that right arm back and exhale it around. Inhale it back, exhale around. And again, inhale, exhale it back. Nice deep breath to the heart as you inhale, exhale it down. From here, we're going to move to Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. So align your right heel with your left arch, open out fingertip to fingertip. Take your gaze to your right fingers. Left fingertips down to the back of the thighs. You inhale, right arm up and over, Shanti Virabhadrasana, Peaceful Warrior. And then slowly start to windmill the arms back down into Warrior 2 and then back down to the ground. Let's step back into plank or supported plank with the knees on the ground. Exhale, on or off your knees to bring yourself down to your belly. Interlock your fingers at your lower back, press into your hips, your thighs and your feet. Inhale, roll the shoulders. Exhale, send the hands towards your feet. You might find the heart lifts up into Shalabhasana. Option to stay here or release the arms to the side of the body, palms face the ground, and as you exhale, we're going to squeeze the arms. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Release the body down to the ground. Hands shift underneath the shoulders, pushing onto your knees or straight up into plank, and then make your way into downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath here. And with your next exhalation, we're going to move back to the top of the mat. So you can either tiptoe forwards or drop the knees and step yourself into your forward fold, whatever feels good for you now. With your next exhalation, we'll step back on the right leg into your lunge position. So again, aligning the left knee over the left ankle. Option to drop the knee down or keep it lifted and shoot the fingers towards the sky, lengthening through the lower spine. Press your feet to the ground for a little bit more support, and then bring the hands, the forearms and the elbows together. Inhale, open it out. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, open. Feel that space in the chest and the shoulders. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, drawing the arms back. Exhale it in. Inhale, take the arms to the sky. Exhale, bring the right hand down next to the left foot. Let's circle the left arm back as you inhale. Exhale it around. Inhale, lift. Exhale around. And again, inhale, lift. Exhale around. Inhale, sweeping it back. Exhale it around. Moving into warrior two, aligning your left heel with your right arch and then opening the arms out, stretching fingertip to fingertip, looking towards your front fingers. Rest your right fingers to your right thigh as you inhale the left arm up. Exhale, nice long side stretch for peaceful warrior. Inhale back into warrior two, and then exhale, windmill the arms down to the ground. Make your way back into plank or supported plank. Take a breath in, exhale, on or off your knees, lower your belly down to the ground. Interlock your fingers at your lower back, press down to the hips, thighs and feet. Inhale, roll the shoulders. Exhale, let's lift the heart again as the hands move towards the feet for locust pose, Shalabhasana. So option also here, you could rest the palms onto the ground, taking a little bit of pressure off. And if you want to take the extra challenge, exhale, let's squeeze it in this time for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax the body down to the ground. Just turn the head to one side for a moment. Hands underneath the shoulders, pushing yourself up into plank or onto your knees and then into downward facing dog. So a couple of nice deep breaths here, feeling that heat and energy flow through your body. We're going to start to move back into our forward fold. So either drop the knees down and step forwards or tiptoe forwards. This time wiggle your feet out as wide as your hips. Take a nice deep bend in the knees to drop your belly onto or between your thighs. Interlock your fingers at your lower back. Roll your shoulders, and as you exhale, send your arms overhead to really open up the chest and the shoulders. And think about sending your breath to where you feel you need it most. And now slowly beginning to release the hands, planting the hands onto the ground, bend the knees. You can bring yourself back down to a tabletop position. Now be really mindful of keeping your hips over your knees here and press into the tops of your feet. Draw your belly in, walk the hands forward, and let's start to think about melting the chest and the chin down towards the ground for extended puppy pose or Shishasana. You could bring a block or a cushion underneath your chin if that feels better for you. Couple of big breaths into the chest, option to give the hips a gentle rock side to side. gently press to the ground, start to walk the hands in. We're going to move ourselves back down into child's pose, exactly as we started the practice. And I'll invite you here just to notice any change through the body, any shift of energy. How does the energy feel around your heart and your chest right now? And you can take a couple of minutes here, just focusing on your breath and your body. Or feel free to bring yourself onto your back to move into Shavasana, and a guided Shavasana will follow this practice. Namaste.